Hey everybody, it's a pop-up live. I'm going live, babe. Okay, we got 9 little ducks, mallard ducks that are here. I don't know if you can see them. There's, well, you can't hardly see them, but there's a whole bunch of ducks that are right there. A mama brought her 9 babies or 8 babies up here. It's been amazing. Let's see if I can show you what Worth is doing. Look at there. He let the girls out. And there's the garden. These are my tomato plants. Well, hey, somebody is in here. How you doing? See the tomato plants I'm rooting? Can you see those roots? Hey, unbiased. This is a pop-up live, honey. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Ooh. Sneezing. A little dust on the back porch. Well, hey, Marie. Hey, how are you, honey? Good to see y'all. I wanted to talk a little bit about today and what I did and how important it is. Come on, Brownie. How important it is. Thanks. I do need a tissue. I walked out here on the back porch, y'all, and I got ready to go live. And I'm in a neighborhood. I live in a neighborhood, and so the dog across the creek, they put outside and tied it up. So it's been howling like crazy. Hey, Lynette. I'm glad to see you guys. Today has been an interesting day. I had just a wellness doctor's appointment this morning, and then I had an appointment. Lord help me. That's what I wanted to talk about with a few people. Hey, Rambo. Hey, Alexander. Do you know I'm on the same time as Derek? No, I didn't. Sorry, Derek. I won't be up here very long. Um, Hello, Queen. Rambo says blessings to everybody. So y'all, here. Let me clean off my camera real quick. It looks fuzzy. Doesn't it look fuzzy? Does it look fuzzy to y'all? Hang on just 2 seconds. Put up with me just for a minute. Don't go anywhere. Is that any better? I don't think that's any better. Maybe it's the spot that I'm sitting in. There, that's a little bit better. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, G-Mama. How are you? Maria Graham. I got my book that you donated to me about chickens the other day. It's The Sun's Reflection. Yeah. Hey, Rebecca. And G-Mama says, hi, chat. I didn't put any announcement out there. I just thought I would go real quick up here and talk about my day today. And maybe we could take just a quick little garden tour that you could see the property. Clear to you. Good, good, good. So, right now, let's see if I can get this door open real quiet. And maybe you can see, because this is our DMV zone. It's like in Jungle Book, where everybody's welcome. Do you see those ducks? They're wild mallards. And then we have squirrels and birds and nutras and wild geese. And there's fish that jump in the background. It's just so cool that that mama duck brought her babies up here because that's the first time that's ever happened. Now, can y'all hear that generator in the background? People across the creek from us have moved into a home where, unfortunately, their home caught on fire and across the street. And some neighbors that were very nice are allowing them to stay in their house. Now, they've been in there, gosh, over a month. No electricity. Oh, yeah, the mosquitoes are horrible, Jennifer. They really are. The mosquitoes will pick you up and take you away. Speaking of, yeah, there's a generator over there. The people that live there are interesting and loudly speak. And then um, they haven't paid for the electricity to be turned on, so they're using a generator. It's kind of weird. It's also, you didn't hear anything? Okay, good. And I wanted to, before we walked outside, get my little, this is my vanilla that I put just a little capful in, and I spray the vanilla on so that the mosquitoes don't eat you. And I just spray, 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 spray. Let me spray on my other arm. And it makes you yummy. The flies do come to you, but the mosquitoes don't like it. It's a wonderful mosquito repellent. Let's see if I can get this. All right. So today, I had a regular doctor's checkup. No big deal. Blood pressure was good today. I guess maybe taking those, I take cayenne pepper shots, which is probably why I was sneezing, because I just did another one. About a quarter of a teaspoon, maybe less than that, about an eighth of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper with water. Shoot that bad boy down. I made that with homemade 4-year-old vanilla. It attracted the mosquitoes to me. You were eaten alive. Jennifer, that's terrible. The Vineyard Farmhouse. Hey, Brian. How are you? See, this is a time of day that I don't normally go on live. And I just wanted to, I tell you, the meeting that I had after the doctor's appointment today, if I can get it so the sun's not shining on you. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Was about Medicare. I am turning 65 in August. Yeah, thank you, G-Mama. Tell him to tap that like button. I appreciate it. So I'm going to be 65 in August, the August 25th. And, yeah, my benefits, my health insurance benefits end the last day of the month before your birthday. And so you're automatically, can I get your opinion on something? Well, Dale James, that all depends on what it might be about. Hey, geeky girls, glad to see you. Rambling with the Brooms. Hi. How are you, Scott? Y'all make me feel better, you and G-Mama being in here, so that you can take care of business for me if necessary. August 25th, you say? Yeah. Well, see, the thing that is so freaky is Worth worked at Newport News Shipyard for almost 43 years, right? And so I have been covered. He'll be 69 in October. I'll be 65 in August. We're 4 years apart. And I was covered through his insurance all this time, even though he's retired. We had to pay a little bit, but that was okay. It was really very inexpensive for really good insurance. Well, that's coming to an end. I've been married to the man for 45 years, and now I'm going on Medicare. Yeah, okay, so this message was held for review. I don't know what that message is, but Scott or G-Mama, thank you, G-Mama. I appreciate that, because I didn't see the message, so I'm assuming that it wasn't a good one. James, you need to go on your way, honey. We don't do those kinds of things. Timed out. Yeah. If it's ugly, you can just send them to the cornfield and be just fine. 65 years young. Yeah, something like that. So, Medicare. It's a whole thing, y'all. It's a whole confusing world of things. But once you sign up for something, then you're like in that program for a year. I mean, you have to wait for the open enrollment to be able to change anything. Geeky girls, I'm so glad you're in here. And going cheap, well, for one thing, in the state of North Carolina, If you're on Social Security, which I am, they automatically sign you up for a program that is Part A and Part B of Medicare. I didn't know that, but they do. And so they immediately charge you for it's like $175 a month. Yeah, just take him out. Just block him. Would be fine, Scott. Just take care of things. I trust you to. And so it costs $175 a month out of your Social Security. September 2024, Anne moves to Canada for cheaper health care. I'd rather pay for care, though. It's the third world here. I get it. I am so glad you're here, too, Geeky Girls Journal. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Scott. Thank you. When you do these pop-ups and you're on this straight up and down kind of platform, it seems to attract some people that might not be they might not be my people, right? You never know. Anyway, in the state of North Carolina, they go ahead and sign you up if you're taking Social Security, unless you opt out, and it immediately charges you $175, $174 and 60 some cents. And it's just emergency medical, and that's it. No medications, nothing. The problem, though, Jennifer, is Canada pays how much in taxes for that so-called cheaper health care? Also, how long do you have to wait for some doctors? Yeah. So anyway, $174 and some change, so say $175. And then come the supplements. You can get, oh, there's like every letter of the alphabet is a supplement that I met with this woman. It's crazy. And Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse says, I've had friends in Canada that say the health care is horrible. Yeah, well, when you don't make but a certain amount, and which is not a lot. I was a homemaker, looked after my children. I worked most of our married life. Hey, Ed Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, I'm glad to see you, honey. Anyway, I worked most of my married life, but it was always part-time. So, Lord's income was the main income. Hey, Cynthia. And if you make $40,000 or more a year, you're charged a health care fee on your income tax. It's only free if you make less than that amount. Well, guess what? You have to make, at least in the state of North Carolina, for Medicare. If you're single, if you're married, you can't make more than $20,000 a year as a couple to be able to qualify for a discounted rate. And if you're single, you can't make more than $15,000 a year in order to get a discounted rate. Who can live like that? That's crazy. It's a joke, but it's treated me well. I'm blessed with amazing health care. That's awesome, Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. I'm so glad you are. Well, so I ended up, when she first talked to me about like a PPO, which I don't know what that means, and an HMO, and a HHBO, and all these other things. Roadkill Gaming something. Hey, good to see you. Hi, Road. When she first started talking about all these supplements and things, they were cheaper. Not you still have to do the $175, but this is in addition to it. Supplements of Medicare. And it was incredibly confusing. But it works out. I worked out that I got a supplement G. I don't know. That's an additional $116 a month. And then that doesn't include medication. And that's an additional $25 a month. So basically you're talking about $300 a month for Medicare. And you have to meet a deductible. It's nuts. Hey, Mike's Chaotic Gardening. How are you, sweetheart? I'm glad you're here. I don't have anything in any kind of hydroponics right now. My granddaughter has, Mike does wonderful hydroponic growing. And my granddaughter does, she has some Swiss chard, but that's all it is. And it's huge, huge. So I just thought if there was anybody else that was out there going and you feel confused about Medicare, that's okay because it is confusing. It's a whole world that I've just cracked the door of. And I was kind of freaking out because I didn't find out until yesterday that my health insurance, which is also prescription and everything, which I've already reached the deductible for the year, ends July 31st. This is June what is the date? 12th? Well. June the 12th, my husband tells me. Because when you're retired, you don't really keep up with the calendar very well. Try Good RX. Yes, Mike. So now the trick is, well, the supplement plan that I signed up for, 99% of my medication is zero copay. It's like $1.10 a year for these things. And so it really shouldn't be any problem. I do have a $250 deductible that I have to meet first. And it'd be really nice if they give you a year to sort this out. But no, they give you 30 days. Xander, Dark, it all happens so fast. And if you don't make these choices, then you get what you get. And you can't change it until there's open enrollment. I mean, you sign up for this, and it's yours for the year. And so what I was trying to do, really, is sign up for programs that I wouldn't go bankrupt on. Because the first one, the PPO thing that they had, which I think it means preferred patient something, I don't know. Not only was there a deductible, it was $50 a month instead of $116. But get this, on probably 90% of all of my expenses everywhere, doctor's visits, everything, I would be responsible for 40% of the bill. So I pay $50 and I'm responsible for 40%, or I pay $160 and I've got like a $10 copay. No wonder so many are homeless. Literally, it's so expensive for many to pay rent or pay medical insurance and fees. I know. Shut the front door. 40%. Now, one of my arthritis medications, one, is $3,000. A dosage. If I were to have to pay 40% of that every month for one medication, I would have to live in my car. I don't know how people do it. In fact, during the initial conversation that I had with my husband while we were sitting there with the representative, I put my hand on his back and I said, well, been nice knowing you, babe. This isn't something that we can do. I mean, I understand now. I thought it was insane when couples would get a divorce. I mean, we've been married 45 years. They would get a divorce and still live together, but the reason why they got a divorce was because of insurance. Yeah, you do need to shop now. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because, like, for me, for instance, if I were to go on my Social Security only, I would be less than $15,000 a year. And so, a financial divorce, yes. Hey, health, wealth, and hope. Hey, sunshine. Hey, doll baby. We're talking Medicare. Y'all are too young for this, but I want you to be aware of what happens. So, as of August the 1st, my Social Security will be deducted of $174 and some change, so say $175, plus $24 and some change. So basically $200 less. And like I said, if I had to depend on my Social Security to live, I mean, let's just go ahead and put it out there. It's like $970 a month, right? $200 less is $770 a month. That doesn't even get me started seeing a doctor or paying for any medication. I have to pay an additional $116 a month, plus meet a $225 deductible before it starts kicking in. It's insane. All because he wanted to make me a type 2 diabetes med I didn't need. Mike, I missed something. Not too young for knowledge. And you can't really shop now because it can change by the time you go. And it is changing next year. And Mike says, my doctor told me I should divorce. I was not pleased. And that was all because I get it. I didn't understand. I would have been able to have medical coverage if it were just me. But who could live off of $700 a month? That's what I'm doing. I'm Jenny Friedman and 61. Love my second income, working from home and helping people with their health, wealth, and hope. So, yeah, Jenny, health, wealth, and hope. That's important. Well, the girl that I met with today, and just so you know, we had an instant connection because her name is Ann as well. Her name is Ann. And so there were two Anns. You get two Anns in a room, you may as well hang it up anyway. And she started just expressing all this information. Thank goodness Worth was there with me. Why do you think my house is a zoo? My family moved back in together. I totally get it, Xander. I totally get it. I do know who you are. Health, wealth, and hope. I sure do, honey. You changed your name on your channel, but I do. I know who you are, sweetie. Health, wealth, and hope. So she's the one we need to go and talk to. We're talking about all these various things. Anyway, she started talking about all these plans, and the rheumatologist that I go to is not in network. So I would have to pay out of network. It was like 60%. All these kinds of crazy things. And I was just about to lose hope. Hey, Bayou Sugar. How you doing, sweetheart? I was so confused and thought, my poor husband, bless his heart. I've recommended you to so many people. You're just starting with chickens. Also, I look amazing. Thank you. Thank you, honey. I just woke up from a nap. So I don't have any lipstick on. I hadn't brushed my hair. But after all that brain work today, I had to take a nap. Now, if y'all don't know, on these long form lives, there's 3 little dots up in the corner that you can click on, and that helps you hit the like button. I didn't know for the longest time that you could do that. And now we have our friendly dogs that the people across the creek nap. Nap sounds good. I fried myself again today. Uh-oh. Sounds like we need to start growing the herbs to heal ourselves with those prices. Absolutely, Rambo. Absolutely. Welcome to joining the chat. Thanks for tapping that like button. That's right. Thank you, G-Mama. So let's just see. That's my deal. That was what was on my mind, and I just needed to share it with my friends so that you young people, younger than, people that are in their 30s and 40s and 50s, start putting some stuff away. We spent hours on our children. And if you can, even if it's $10 a week, start putting some things away. You did smash the like. Thank. Church, rummage sale sorting, Alexander. Good for you. Well, I don't want to take up Derek's time, but let's real quick. I'm just going to show you a few things that are growing that I'm hoping to be able to use. Oh, here's the girls. It's the chickens' free range time. They get to come out for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit more every day. And they enjoy themselves, looking for bugs and so forth. And we need them to turn over all these leaves so that we can get rid of them. So I'm going to come out here and show you. Let me turn around. Somebody taught me how to do this. Okay. So here's my porch. Here's the creek. There's a couple of the girls. And then here is the Lake of Plenty right behind the house. I'm just tickled to death. Cruising is fun anytime. Hey, Indiana Backyard Gardener. I'm glad you're here. Y'all say hi so I'll know that you're here. And hopefully I will continue to have signal out here by the garden. I don't know if I will, but I just wanted to show you a little bit about what we have going on. We have peas, snap beans, cabbage, peppers, tomatoes, squash. Look at those great sunflowers. Aren't they the coolest things? Glenda from Grace and Fire sent me those seeds. This is the first year we've ever been able to grow them, and I'm tickled to pieces. Then we have beets and a bunch more peppers, and strawberries are back there in that bed. We have a couple of banana plants. See if you can see them. Here's a couple of banana plants. Oh, the dogs. You will be all right, Ann. You'll be all right, Ann. Medicare with Part B, we have, but we don't take a lot of meds. If you take meds, you'll have to get extra insurance. Love you both. Love you too, Maria. Thanks for my book again. Thank you for my book. And I'm learning. Hey, Candy. The Educated Natural's in here. How do? I'm glad you're here. So there's our creek, and this section over there, we feed the wildlife. And people say, why do you do that? You have so many Canada geese and nutras, which are swamp rats, and all these crazy things. But you know what? We sit on our back porch and watch nature, and I just love that. I really do. So here's some of our yard. This is my little teeny tiny herb garden. I've got a few herbs growing in here. Some of them are growing inside. And we have some lemon balm and some mint and some oregano. There's my greenhouse. This greenhouse was Vivor. Oh, doggy, hush. This Vivor sent us this greenhouse to make a video for, which I did. And, we like free things, right? We like free things. And if you don't anchor it down, it goes for a little trip around the yard. Ask me how I know. It went for a trip around the yard 3 different times. We get up after a windstorm, and plus it helps if you close the door of it. And found it up a tree, out here in the yard. It was crazy. So we kind of learned a few things, like to anchor it down and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, nature is so precious. And we do need to take care of the earth. We certainly do. I'm glad you're here, The Educated Natural. I haven't seen you in a while. I thought maybe this time of day, Maybe I could have some of you working folks in here, and we could talk about Medicare. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to be great. But um, you do, you need to be able to study it. Even if you're young, I mean, you can find out some things, but the prices and everything are changing at the end of this year. So you're feeling the wild, keeps them out of your garden. Yeah, feeding them does. Now, I can tell you, if you see the gold tinsel around, that is to try to deter, but that's netting. There's netting, a netting fence all around the garden, because those doggone little goslings that would come up all the time ate my garden for 2 years in a row. Okay. Thank you, G Mama. Thank you. Feeding the wildlife keeps them out of your garden. It does. It does. So, um, mostly, I still have a battle with the squirrels. I mean, a serious battle with the squirrels. But here's some more herbs that I have over here. There's basil and mint and orange mint. And then I'll try not to go real fast so it won't be so choppy. Yeah. That's my survival garden over here. I put it in a separate section so that I can. Now, Scott, you've gotten my permission to take out anybody that you and G Mama both, anybody that you need to, anyone that's not nice, that are not my people. You have my permission. Now, these are butternut squash, and we got some squash growing on there. I had some kidney beans right in this section, but they've already come and gone. I've gotten the seeds and I'm going to replant. This is called a Mariana tomato. And they look, I've never grown them before. It's part of the Survival Seeds 2024 collaboration. And they look very much like paste tomatoes. So that's pretty cool. And then my Cherokee purple tomatoes just growing up a storm. Here's some more herbs. And a little cucumber. Look at my hydrangeas. Aren't they beautiful? I've just been so pleased. So pretty. So, I just wanted to chat with you for a second. Give you a little heads up. AS Blind Maid Production. Alfonso, hey! I am having a blessed day, honey. I hope you are too. Yeah, aren't they pretty? I mean, every year, these hydrangeas are a different color. And they came out the brightest, most beautiful purple this year. And the thing is, mine bloom like this. They bloom like crazy. And then the blooms die and go away, and it's just a green bush for the longest time. I don't know. How do y'all keep your hydrangeas blooming all summer? I don't know how to do it. Hey, Talaya. Thank you. Thank you. And I have some lemon basil down here at the bottom. Now, this hydrangea has seen its better days, unfortunately. It was pretty and blue, but yet again, it is, it's coming to the end of the blooming season, and I don't know how to keep it. There's no new blooms on there. Is there a hydrangea food you have? Oh, Duval. Hello, Duval City Girl. Here's my bird feeder. I can't keep it full, y'all. This is a bird feeder. You put the food inside here. And then it's a camera. It's like a door camera, and it records all the time. There's a little solar panel that keeps it going. What's the name of that plant? The blue is called hydrangea, and so is the purple down there. It's called a hydrangea. My tulips, irises, phlox only last a few days. Makes me sad. I so get that. Hey, Heather from Honey Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I love this feeder. But y'all, brownie. Thank you. Brown. There's nothing. You see anything? Absolutely nothing. But he's going on 17, and so he thinks he has to. Brownie. Hey, hey, hey. He thinks he has to protect. Okay. You need to knock it off. Nobody wants to hear that. No. Yeah. We'll just walk away from him. Anyway, the squirrels have found it. I opened my front door, and there were like 30 squirrels all over this thing. Plus, look, the squirrels are eating my porch now. That wasn't like that before. The squirrels are now eating the porch. So, I don't know what to do about that. I am not happy with you. I am not happy with you. All right, I'm going to have to pick you up. It's like having a 16-year-old toddler. Okay, let's go back this way because I think the signal gets wonky on that side of the house. Oh, old man. He's coughing. I'm getting ready to let y'all go anyway. I just wanted to, I had it on my mind to talk about the doggone Medicare. And if anybody else is confused, and find a friend. If you need some help, you can always email me, contact me somehow. And look, there's a bee. There's a bee. The bees have been slow this year. Really, really, really slow. All right, y'all. Look after each other. Take care. And I'm going to go over here where Worth is getting ready to put the chickens away. I just wanted to say hey, and y'all have already made me feel better by keeping me company, right? Plan G, that's what I have, Lisa. That's what I ended up purchasing. Plan G, and then there is an additional RX plan that I signed up for. Stay safe, yeah. And remember, the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. Love you all. Talk to you soon now. Bye-bye.